A 40 bill package designed to protect the victims of sexual abuse is being scrutinized by state lawmakers. It's our top story at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lauren Thompson.
And I'm Sherry Jones. Survivors of Larry Nassar's abuse were at the center of a State House committee meeting today, talking about the reforms that aim to tackle sexual abuse.
But as Capitol correspondent Tim Skubic reports, one Detroit lawmaker thinks the bills are just for show.
The Larry Nassar survivors are telling lawmakers to protect the legal rights of sexually abused victims by giving them more time to file lawsuits.
We find ourselves at the top of a list we don't want to be on, as we rank among the states leading the nation in providing protective environments for predators to thrive and the worst environment for survivors to find justice.
But this Detroit Democrat dismisses the 40 bill package as pandering.
It's logical. It's not going to produce any results.
That's kind of a harsh analysis of a 40 bill package.
It's pretty bad. I mean, it's a hodgepodge.
So this is going to raise the expectations that the problem is being addressed. In your mind, it is not.
Absolutely not. It's just pandering. They can all get mad at me. I don't care.
This isn't pandering, and to do nothing is saying that it's okay that 20% of our girls are sexually abused and 5% of our boys. And in my eyes, that's not acceptable.
Penn State officials report that after the Jerry Sandusky child abuse case there, lawmakers did impose more stringent reporting requirements on those cases, allegedly resulting in clogging of the system, and in some cases, they report, even worse.
There were more child deaths. There was less productive services because they started investigating certain claims that weren't even necessarily valid.
That's not really what the data bears out. If you look at the states that have actually passed civil statute of limitations reform, what you've seen is a rather modest increase, actually. No institutions have been forced into bankruptcy. There has not been a clog in the system, but what we have found is catching predators.
So that argument is a smokescreen.
It is a smokescreen.
One of the survivors just told me that that data from Pennsylvania is a smokescreen.
Well, we'll just have to see, won't we?
More testimony from survivors tomorrow and a possible committee vote in a week or two. Here for you in Lansing, Tim Skubic, 6 News.
For sexual abuse victims, that's what was called for today by the victims of former Michigan State gymnastics doctor Larry Nassar. They went before a State House of Representatives committee asking them to approve a bill package that would give victims more time to take legal action against their abusers and require more people to report suspected abuse to authorities.
Are people looking at us as dollar signs and numbers? Or are you considering that we are real human beings?
Absolutely. The Michigan Senate approved the bill package last month, but it still needs the green light from the House before it goes to the Michigan governor's desk.
Well, protecting children from sexual abuse, that's the goal of new legislation in the state of Michigan following the Larry Nassar sexual abuse scandal. Several of Nassar's victims testified before a House committee, in fact, today, asking lawmakers to approve the bill. The Protecting Michigan's Children legislative package will give victims more time to take legal action against their abusers. It also restricts the government's ability to claim immunity from lawsuits and require more people to report suspected abuse to the authorities.
Every day that goes by, more children in our state are being sexually abused. Every day that goes by, the clock on statute of limitations expires for individuals just now coming to terms with their desire for justice. Please consider these survivors before their ticking clock runs out. When it comes to sexual assault, it could quite literally mean the difference between life and death.
Now, the Michigan Senate approved that bill package last month. The legislation still needs to be approved, though, by the Michigan House before it heads to Governor Rick Snyder's desk for his signature.